आज के क्लास में हम लोग वर्कआउट करेंगे कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक फ्रॉम एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर एंड द नेम ऑफ द टॉपिक इज हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल. Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle. First of all, we need to talk about what is Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle. It is important to note that according to the Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, it is just impossible to find out exact position and momentum of micro-sized particle moving in a circular path. And mathematically, it can be written like this: del x dot del p greater equal h by 4 phi, where del x represent uncertainty in position, del phi represent uncertainty in momentum, and h is the Planck's constant. In other words, we can say that product of uncertainty in position, that is del x, and uncertainty in momentum, that is del phi, will be greater or equal to that of h by 4 pi. Del phi represent change in momentum, and momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So del phi can be written like this: m del phi. Since the value of mass remain constant, and this is the first equation, what we need to do, we have to put the value of del phi on the equation number 1, and now we have del x m del v greater equal h by 4 phi greater equal h by 4 pi. This is another equation. Del v represent uncertainty in velocity. So we have equation number 2, which can be used to find out the uncertainty in velocity. And this is the concept which was made by Heisenberg, and the principle is known as Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, which means it is quite clear that when a particle, microparticle like an electron moving in a circular path, then its position and momentum could not be predicted accurately and simultaneously. Limitation or demerit of Heisenberg uncertainty principle, that this principle is only applicable for the microparticle, only applicable for the microparticle like electron. The concept is not applicable in case of particle having larger size, that is larger mass. So this is the story about Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now we can prove this concept in such way. Let us consider that this is the circular path, an electron is moving electron is moving in this circular path, and to visualize electron microscope is used, and the size of electron is very smaller. Its mass is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, which means it has very smaller size. And to visualize this electron from a source, light radiation is given, which when strike with the moving electron reflected, and now it can be visible through electron microscope. But most interesting part of this concept is that according to Planck's theory, we know energy of radiation is directly proportional to the frequency, and this can be simplified. E is equal to h nu. H nu is photon of light, or it is known as quanta of light. Photon of light or quanta of light, which means according to Planck's theory, light radiation simply means flow of bundles of photon or quanta of light having a specific value of energy, h nu equal to E, and that energy is quite sufficient to displace the electron from its expected path. And now the dotted line representing new path with new velocity, and this is the reason that we cannot predict the exact position of the particle like electron when it moving in a circular path. No need this. This is the dotted line that you can see on your screen. It is new path, and electron start to move with new velocity, and as the velocity gets changes, momentum will also get changes. So this is the explanation. You can write explanation of Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle. These two principles, one that we have already discussed in our last class, de Broglie's dual nature of matter, and Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, opens a new door for the scientists to discuss about the property of micro-sized particle like electron. And this is the main cause of generation of quantum mechanics. Generation of quantum mechanics. And the quantum mechanics is very useful to explain the three-dimensional atomic model, and I hope that this concept is simply clear to all of you. So, in our next segment, we'll talk about another important topic from the chapter Atomic Structure. Till then, thank you and goodbye. And if you like this video lecture, do not forget to subscribe this particular YouTube channel to understand the critical concept of chemistry in very simple and easy way.